Hey! What's up, what's up, what's up? How you doing? How you been? What's going on? What's good? How you getting it in? Body getting it funny? What's going on, people? It is a day of another day that we call Friday. Anyway, the being said, what's going on, people? Hopefully everybody's doing everything as far as being prosperity in this life of living. Now, I want to talk to you about something that a lot of girls, or even guys and stuff, but we're going to talk about my sisters as far as those. You know, the two spirits. I'm going to talk about in reference to the guy who comes to see you, that duck behind the door. When you're in the car, they lean way back because they don't want anybody to be seen. They don't want to be seen, you know, with the car with you, but they're taking you, or you're coming to pick them up and take them to your house in reference to having a good time, Netflix and chill, or I don't really know the lingo as far as, you know, what they're doing as far as that, but I'm just going to say basically you're going back to have sex. I'm not going to cover code and, you know, what's going to happen. Now, this is the thing, and I want to ask you this question as far as, you know, if you want to share, if you do, if you don't, it is what it is. This is my thing. Now, me, myself, before I became an Uber land and I became so a jaded bitter bitch, and like this one guy told me, he said, well, it's no help for you right about now, baby, because you're too ruined. You know, basically, I seem to have so self-absorbed in the negativity as far as being treatment as far as a man. I'm still dating men. I haven't started dating as far as, you know, seeing them because of, as far as a personal relationship, I'm not there yet, you know what I mean? Because I don't trust them and I have issues and stuff like that. But the thing about it is that, okay, I had a guy that I was seeing and stuff, you know, quite a few, but anyway, I seen quite a few of them and stuff like that. And the thing about it was that I always watch how, you know, how you want to go downstairs, like with me, it's a building, so I would go downstairs and I would meet them. And when you go meet them and stuff, and you watch them as you walking towards the door, and they see you come, and the other people may be coming behind you, and they see them coming, they'll go, you watch them like hard, because they don't want the people to see that you are coming to get them and they're coming with you, so they kind of hide, and they're like, oh my god, oh my god, oh my god, you know, so they really don't want other people to see them with you. Now, due to the fact this happened to me a couple of times as well.
About a billion times.
You know, before I made an excuse for it, I was like, well, you know what, I understand, but now I'm not going to do that anymore because I learned what I did with them myself. I made myself seem less than, and the reason why I'm doing this is because a lot of times the girls are going through this as well. And my message is to you to let you know that if a man does this to you, he is now officially a client. I know, listen, prostitution is illegal, but at the end of the day, you do not let him come up there, listen, I'm short of money, and I just got a phone call about a bill. Listen, how mother gonna take it out. I just had a phone call about a bill. Once you see him jump behind that door, ding, 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 the bill. You hear me? Let's try this again. He jumped behind the door, ding, 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 the bill. And you may be saying, well, Rick, what do you mean about the bill? Okay. And understand some of you may go, well, I don't need no man's money, stuff like that. Because the thing about it is that that's where you're at. And that's when, so when you get to the point where, you know, you don't want to do, and that's fine. That's fine. Listen. But the girls like me, when they sit back and we get a little upset behind it, so he jumps behind that door, and like I said, this is not for everybody. You don't have to listen. Listen, this is on you, but to me, this is my opinion. When he jumps behind that door, or he leans back in that car, he now becomes a client. Now, I'm not trying to promote prostitution because prostitution is legal. However, when he does that, that is your first sign called the bill. Now you said, but Rick, what do you mean about the bill? The bill means that, yo, we come down the stairs, you get to that door, before you open it, says, listen, I want to meet with you and stuff like that, you know, I'm feeling you, but I got a phone call, I got some bills I got to pay, like, unless you can help me out, because I need some money, you know, like $50 or $60 or even $100. I mean, I'm in a situation right now. Then he probably go, well, I don't have no money, so, well, I can't talk to you right now, I got to go. And reality is that you saw what he did. He has no respect for you. Deal with your truth. So if he's going to treat you like he's the same dude, he should be paying for your time. And my thing is this, we are very much unique type of people and stuff like that. We must profit from our lives as far as living, because at the end of the day, nobody's going to help us, nobody's going to look out for us, nobody's coming to pay our bills, but they walk through that damn door and they feel as though they have the right to. Sometimes I think it's time for us to reclaim our rights and stuff. And you said, well, Raven, you shouldn't, look, like I said before, this message is not for everybody, and if you feel as though you don't want to do that, then don't do it. Let her come up there and bust nuts and swing the dick all in your face. And
you nasty bitch. Yeah, you fool.
He's fucking you. And he's like, oh, this is a stupid bitch. Because let me tell you something. Men are looking for girls like us that looking for love. And the reason why he's looking for love because he feels as though, why should I pay for somebody that can make somebody believe that I want to be with them? And this is why I get all the fucks I want out of this person for free. Now, sometimes people say, well, Raven, I want to give a guy a chance. And that's fine. That's where you're at. But the ones who's like me, who done seen through the smoke stream, who feel as though it's a bunch of bullshit, we come to that door and we're like, okay, we want to give it a shot, you know what I mean? So we like, well, I'm going to give it a shot. When he sits back there and he jumps back, that's your sign right there. You know how this is my opinion, I'm like trying to save you from the hurt that's to come. Because if he's hiding from you and nobody even know why he's really there, he could be a family member, he could be your brother, he could be your cousin, and he's already hiding. So when a person is hiding, they're not proud of what they're doing, they're ashamed of themselves. And who are they ashamed of that's making them do that? It's you. Because that's what they're saying that's coming, that's you. So if they're ashamed of you, they need to pay for your time. And somebody said, well, Raven, I'll be horny and stuff. Hey, listen, if you're horny, you want to come up there and bust nuts and fuck you in the butt, then go right ahead. My thing is through you. But my thing is this, for the jaded bitter bitches like me, and I know that, look, and I know there's a lot of us, and we sick of the bullshit. When he does that shit, honey, no. Don't allow that. Don't tell him. See, this is the thing. You teach people how you want to be treated. So if you let him come upstairs, see what he's just doing, he knows he looks to you as less than. And this is how you need to do with your truth and stuff. And this is my opinion. That's just how I feel and stuff. Because I feel as though a lot of times you may not realize this, but these little things take place when he leaves and stuff, and he did with that to you. Those things are going to run through your mind when you're going, wow, I can't believe he jumped out the door. Like, I really like him. The conversation was real good. And he said, there's no problem with me. But then I saw this message. He does have a problem with me. He does have a problem with who I am. So he sees me as a man. He doesn't see me as a woman. So they really don't respect me. And you have to understand, a lot of guys don't respect us. A lot of guys could care less about our feelings, our journeys, our murders, our lives, even our way of living. They do not care. But if you get a little sign as far as that, letting you know that he's ashamed of you, he becomes a client. This is my opinion. Listen. You want to listen to me. But like I always said before, and I'll say it again, if that man can't even give you money when the times are hard, and no bitch, whether you are a woman or a trans woman, no bitch walks around with a wet pussy and no money. And I'll say it again, Raven. No bitch walks around with a wet pussy and no money. And the reason why I said that he done came and bust nuts, he done came, he done sweated you out, he out the door. Nothing in your hand, nothing. You just been played. Now, if you're a horny bitch and dick is that important to you, because I know a lot of you it is, go for it, because he'll be busting nuts in you and busting nuts in other bitches, and some of you will let him take the condom off and bust up inside of you. He'd have busted up in his girl, he'd have busted up in his boy, now he's busting up in you, and then you like, girl, I'm sick. I don't understand because I used to, bitch, no, don't do that. Don't do that. It's just my opinion. Because some of you girls will let him take the condom off because he's so cute, and some of you girls just feel as though, since he's so fine, he would do anything. And diseases don't discriminate. Illness don't discriminate. Sickness don't discriminate. So if you find this fun, he may become on a lot more shit that you need to remember about when he leave out that door. Remember, the best part of a man is the back of his head when you walk out your damn door. Anyway, that being said, and a little extra on the nightstand. But anyway, that being said, and I'm not promoting prostitution, but I am promoting awareness. That's what I call it. Awareness. In fact, this is what I'm going to call this video. Think like a man and act like a woman. Anyway, the being said, I love to hear feedback on this, and I'll let you know I love you, and I want to thank you for watching Catch the Ring.